Well, I'd have to say personally, my parents raised me well in the way that I don't have to depend on them. They will do their part. The rest is up to me. So being soft because you are heavily dependent on your parents has never really been an issue. But like I said, college life is where you come and learn everything. So I'd say in primary and high school, dating wasn't really a thing. It was just this
trying the waters.
Trying the waters. Mnachoreana barua, you pamper it with all sorts of graffitis and perfumes. Some even used to put money inside. And then, so that was that. So coming to campus, there's what you know, which is not a lot. And then there's what you think life is. And then there's life itself. So my perception of what a relationship was supposed to be at the time was way, way, way off from what was the actual reality. So the pain of heartbreak, it hit me at a different level. It's not that it's something you can't get over. There are much more serious things in life other than heartbreak. But it hit differently, Sio kama umeanguka mtihani unaambiwa you have a supplementary, you'll have to repeat a certain course. That one is something you'll feel bad for a few hours, then you'll get up and know what to do. But heartbreak, there is really no recovery book. Where, for example, mathematicians say A plus B is equals to C. Always A plus B is equals to C. But with things that have to do with emotions, there is really no specific path that one has to follow. So it is different.
Each experience
is different, exactly. So I look at my friends, they're having a jolly good time. I look at my family, it's as if I'm not even there. So I'm like, okay, ni uchungu. Lakini siwezi tumia ule na bluetooth, huyu na wifi, huyu na text, wanisaidia kuumia. Uchungu ni yangu na ni mimi nitapambana naye. So after that, honestly, I just knew hii dunia kila mtu ako peke yake. You might gather with other people, you commune with them to do something, but you're on your own. Pain, success. Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
So as we wind up, I have two more questions. The first one, chakula. Lazima tungeongelea chakula. In Juja, like for you, what's your best food here? What's your best food joint? Tell us about it.
Not just in Juja, but my best, most favorite food I've ever tasted, I think we'll ever taste, is Mutura.
Mutura?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this place just around Equity. Not Equity, but Cooperative. I really don't know the place. Yeah, Pombele. There's a guy who really does magic.
He understands
with the grill. Yeah. I could eat my salary there. Yeah. But the typical Juja meal ni chapotatu beans. Mboga ni optional. Yeah, so I'd say Mutura. I really don't know how to make it, but I think that if I eat Mutura, everything else.
But can you eat Mutura and get satisfied, like for dinner?
Okay. Not for dinner. Of course, you have to supplement. Ikiwa na ugali, then yes.
Mutura and ugali?
Yes, na supu.
Okay.
Yeah, that is, you feel, there are things you do or eat. You feel as you go to bed, even if this is not a perfect world, iko tu sawa. That is me and Mutura. Exactly. Especially na mashida. Nakuja unasema, najua hapa na hapa haiko sawa, lakini ni sawa tu. Yeah.
For our final question, I
Yeah.
have a small sister in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm kila mtu high. When we were in high school, we used to dream of uni.
Mm-hmm.
But I want her to come here prepared. We have friends we left in high school,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. And they want to come to uni.
Mm.
They want to come to uni. So maybe 3 things you can tell me, tenda niwaambie, 3 things you can tell them as they dream of uni, as they enter uni, as they go through the journey, even for people who just joined campus.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 things you can tell them because you're in your final year.
Yeah.
Umeishi na kona mingi.
I'm not that old.
But umeishi 5 years campus.
6.
6 years.
We don't count 2020.
Oh,
we literally
good.
didn't do much.
Okay.
Started in we ended in February, resumed in October, but 6. About the whole experience or education-wise?
Just 3 things all-rounded.
All-rounded. One, personally, I just know the simple something is, that is the best way it will come out. Every time you try complicating something, it ends up failing. If you understand the simplest concepts of something, then you can build on that. Yeah, I'm not saying everything is meant to be simple. I'm just saying you have to start from a simple place. Go to college, first of all, know around. For example, I remember a few months back when the first years were reporting. So you're hurrying to class, then someone with a very innocent face anakusimamisha, hello, nilikuwa nataka kujua labs iko wapi, and then mahali umesimama na labs ni mbali. And you see, Jacob, I don't know if they've innovated that way, putting a map on Google or some Google Maps where you can just navigate your way through. So hata wewe mwenyewe unashuku nikielezea huyu mtu venye najua atapotelea hapa katikati. Yeah, so know your way around where you live, and when you finally start attending lectures, just know what it is you want. Kawe ni mtu wa first class, then you really have to spend a lot of time reading. But kawe ni mtu wa kawaida, spare some time for reading. I said some. The rest you can do whatever you want. What I can say is always stay true to who you are. If you're I'm not saying stay true kubaki hivyo. There's always room for improvement. Yeah. So peer pressure is something very common, especially at this stage of life. So by staying true to who you are, there are fundamental things you believe in. And if you change that, then at some point in life, I think they call it midlife crisis. You've eroded the person you are at some point, the real you, and you've been bogged and weighed down by all these stereotypes and ways of living, such that you've forgotten who you are. And finding your way back to that person becomes tough. But if you stick to who you are from the beginning, yeah, of course challenges are there. Sometimes the friends you have, wewe ni mtu wa kanisa, marafiki zako ni watu wa sherehe. So be prepared for everything. Success, failure, disappointment, loss, failing terribly. Because they say with life, you never know what's around the corner. And also, they say there is this very famous movie I like, way back in the 70s, Rocky. His coach, Mick, told him, for you to fight a 45-minute fight, you have to train for 45,000 hours. So that means in as much as life is spontaneous and anything can happen, it's always good to be prepared. For example, you're done with school and you get an interview. You must really take your time to know kind of organization it is that is going to interview you, what they require, whether you have them, some of the things they look at. Ndio usifike pale, they ask you something and you're like, Waitito once said, nilifika ile bahasha ilitolewa na senator, hatukuwa tunajua anything. So yeah, also doesn't mean that being prepared means that mistakes can't happen.
Yeah.
Mistakes do happen every other time. It's just what you do about them that matters. So staying true to yourself, being prepared for anything, and keeping it simple, that will get you through not just college, through life. Yeah. Yeah.
Really nice answers from anyone who just joined campus or is hoping to join campus. So that's the end of our interview. Really enjoyed it. Nimekuwa informed. Mimi nimetoka hapa na knowledge. I hope the viewers wanatoka na knowledge.
Well, I
and
hope so
also
too.
Know some bits now about Juja. We know Amutura joined. It's been a nice interview. So for all the viewers, we hope you enjoyed the interview. Make sure to follow the Instagram page, the Twitter page, everywhere Campus Solution. Like this video, comment and subscribe. It's been nice. Maybe where can we find you? Or we just find you in JKUAT?
Not really.
Yeah.
Find me how?
Or maybe you have a social media page?
No.
Okay, so we just find you in JKUAT per streets.
Okay. Maybe if anyone is interested in what I have to offer, that is.
Yeah.
You can email me at tedonyango097@gmail.com.
Okay. Wameandika. Utapata mail.